Hey there, good evening everybody. This is Carl the Hipster Prepper here, and I figured I'm gonna be running out of suet here soon. And so we got so we're gonna have some stormy weather here, snow on and off for the next couple weeks. So I figured it's time to make some more suet, and I'm gonna show everyone how to do it. Now the first thing you do is, see this right here? This is lard, it's about a 4 pound bucket of lard. You take this, use an old spatula, take this out, and you put it in a microwavable dish like this. Alright? Then the second thing you do is you put peanut butter in there and stir it. Actually back up a little bit. You take the lard, you put the lard in a dish like this, and you microwave it. Okay? After it turns like a liquid, turns into a complete liquid, you take it and you put it into a bucket, just like this, a regular 5-gallon bucket. Just drop it in. All right, so you just pour it in. Once you pour that in, you take the peanut butter, put the peanut butter in the bucket, and you stir it. What'll happen is the lard will be pretty hot, so whatever you do, don't drop it, because this stuff right here makes a mess. So you put the liquid lard, put it in the bucket with the peanut butter, and you stir it up. You stir it up until it's pretty much a liquid. Okay. Once it's liquefied, then you add your nuts and your berries and your seeds and your mealworms. So what I'm going to add is, I got some peanuts. It's funny, I couldn't find all unsalted nuts in the food section, but in Walmart they actually sell a big old bag of unsalted nuts. So if you're on a diet and you're looking for unsalted nuts, you got to go to the pet section. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? Also got some mealworms. I'm going to dump all those in there. I got some cherries. I couldn't find blueberries. I searched all around. I couldn't find blueberries. Now I'm going to try some new stuff that I've never tried before. I found some cranberries. I mean, they got to work. And I was also reading online that figs. I guess bluebirds love figs. Well, we're going to find out, because I'm going to put the figs in there. Of course, I put raisins. Raisins, nice, easy. Put some raisins in there. I also found some good deal on some dehydrated pineapples. Now, with the fruits and the mealworms, make sure they're dehydrated. Do not put fresh stuff in there, because what will happen is they'll actually rot. So you want to make sure to put dehydrated. So dehydrated mealworms and dehydrated fruits. Kind of like raisins. Raisins are dried. Raisins like the dehydrated version of a grape. You want to put the dehydrated version in there. All right. So what I got here, I got some freeze-dried bananas and strawberries. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Something should like it. Like I said, this was in a box. It was like a 6-pack for like $3. So I said, hey, what the heck? Let's see what happens. I got some dehydrated apples. I mean, something should like apples. And I got some dehydrated Asian pears. Now, these aren't North American pears, but I don't think the birds are really going to care. Then, what I'll do is, I'll put some peanuts in there. I don't know. I put a couple cupfuls of peanuts in there. I don't exactly measure this stuff out. I just put whatever I like in there. I got a fruit and nut mix. Actually, I think I got this from Christmas from my parents. So I'll put that in there. What does this contain? This contains, let's see, sunflower seeds, hulled sunflowers, mixed nuts, sassafras, raisins, striped sunflower, pumpkin seed, dried cherries, and artificial cherry flavor. So I'll put some of this in there. Like I said, I'll put a couple cups in there. And I also got some mixed sunflower seeds with some, I think it's probably some of this nut and fruit mix. I'll put that stuff in there, and I'll add some more sunflower seeds, just to make it, like I said, I just add it until it looks good to me, Try to think like a bird, what a bird would like. Put it in there. I also found something weird. Powdered peanut butter. I have no idea what this is. Like I said, it's a powder, so it's a heck of a lot easier than dealing with the dealing with the actual peanut butter. But I think what I was reading was that powdered peanut butter is where they take out the oil. So this stuff may not be that good. I'm gonna add some in, see what happens. Like I said, it has the protein. I guess it's like low fat protein, low fat peanut butter, which in this case isn't that good for birds. But I'll add some more in there. You know, like I said, I'll add some there as a thickening agent. And then what I'll do is, this is cornmeal. I have a whole bunch of it, and I got some oatmeal. And at the very end, I'll add this up here to thicken it up. So like I said, we'll put that in there later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera off for a second, because dealing with the lard and dealing with the peanut butter is kind of a pain. What I'll do is I'll put the lard in the container, and then I'll put the peanut butter in the bucket. I'll show what it looks like, and then we'll start video back up from there. So we'll check back in here in a minute or two. All right, everybody, we're back. So here's what I did. See in there? That's all the peanut butter in the bottom there, and the lard will be coming out soon. Basically, with the lard, if you squeeze it around the sides and work it around, it'll drop in like a big clump. But I'm gonna shut it off here in a second. I gotta make sure this stuff comes out. It's gonna come out nice and hot, and whatever you do not want to spill this stuff, because it's a real pain in the butt. You're never going to get cleaned up. So let's see. Is it ready yet? Yes. It is ready. Oh, be careful, Carl. Oh, don't spill it. All right. Here's what the lard looks like. See it? It's a liquid. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be very careful. Actually, let me get this stuff on the side in there. See, oh, bring it. Stuff's hot. I'll clean off my spoon a little bit with the peanut butter. One thing I would advise doing, if you use a rag, just get a cheap one and just sacrifice it to the birds. Ooh, this is hot. So now you just pour it into the bucket. All right, well, that stuff's hot. Make sure you use, I would recommend using a microwavable plastic container and not glass, because glass gets pretty hot. All right, so let's see. Let me adjust this thing up a little bit. So see it like that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mix it until it turns into a liquid, until the peanut butter and the lard look, until it all turns into like one kind of, until it turns into the same consistency. It's working. This stuff's hot, but it's good. And like I said, these buckets, like you get a bucket at Home Depot or Walmart or any of those places, double check them, but they should be food grade. I mean, hey, I made wine and beer in these buckets, so it's good enough to make bird suet. All right, see, as I stirred, it's now getting thinner and thinner because the peanut butter is getting hot. Let me get the stuff off the edges here. So keep stirring it. All right. This is very messy, so you definitely don't want to, it's not bad, but it's just got fat. It's lard and peanut butter, so it's, and I used the lard container as the, as my little, my little spatula thing. So, I'm going to try some of this powdered peanut butter. I have no idea what it does. I'll add some in here. If anything, we'll give the birds a little more protein. There's some of that stuff in there. I'm not going to throw too much, because I was reading, I guess a lot of the oils are out, so I'm just going to use this as a thickener. I'll see. All right. So let me mix this up a little bit. Ooh, it's greasy. Oh, I doesn't. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we look inside of here. It's about that consistency. It's a little lumpy, but it doesn't really matter, because we'll mix it all up here good. I want to mix it with a hammer drill at the end. So now, My mealworms, I'm just going to add all that in there. Oh, that's probably 3-4 cups. I'm going to add them all in there. Let's see. Raisins. I'm going to add them all in here. Why not? Add them all in there. My birds deserve the best. Like I said, if you need the ends, it'll all fall in like a clump. Just be careful you don't spill on yourself. Let's see. Peanuts. I'm just going to add some in here. Like I said, you can add more, add less, depending on what type of birds you have. I live in the middle of a mountain, so I have lots of woodpeckers and lots of stuff like that. So I'm going to add a decent amount of peanuts. I'll add, that's probably 3-4 cups. Add probably 3 cups. I'll add a little more. Let's see what we got here. Let me throw some of these bananas. A little styrofoam. I'll throw some figs. And like I said, all right, they're pretty good. Oh man, these are actually really good. Tastes like a fig Newton, I guess. Here's some strawberries. Put some pineapples in here. Oh, good. Hard part is not trying to eat all this stuff. There's some. And let me just cut my chew. We cut the cranberries. I never had cranberries before. They should be okay. I don't know why birds wouldn't like them. They're berries. Add some bananas. Add some apples. Like I said, some of the stuff you just experiment. It's just a fun thing to do. Whatever's on sale. Now you can see a difference between Hipster Carl's Suet made with love and that corporate stuff. Because my stuff, boy, ain't. I just used a gendered word. I apologize. Don't cancel me, YouTube. What we got there? That's a lot of stuff here. Because like I said, I was reading online, and I was reading that bluebirds love figs. I mean, I'm not arguing with it. I just never thought about it like that. Sounds like they would. All right. So now let's mix this up a little bit. As you can see, it's still kind of wet, still very. I'll show you how to thicken this stuff up here in a second. Because if you put the stuff out like this, it'll be a mess. Don't want to do it like this. We got a couple more steps to go. I'm going to add some seeds. Actually, I'm going to add some more than that. Where are my seeds at? I think I'll put them here. Oh yeah, here we go. Basically, I'm going to add I got mixed. I'll add some more in there. And like I said, the more seeds you add, the less of the filler stuff you have. And like I said, if you don't have a lot of seeds, and berries are hard to get, you can add more filler to it. That's not a problem. The birds will like it either way. I'm just basically doing this because I'm not in corporate, but I understand how some people are. It's tough for everybody to. I'm a character. So we mix this up. All right, let's begin to thicken a little bit. And now the last step, we're gonna add some oatmeal. There's some oatmeal I use for catfish bait during the summer. Catfish like oatmeal. Got always prepared. You gotta be able to trap and hunt your own food, but in a organic, conflict-free style. All right. Now we're going to switch up to the way to really do this. Now we're going to switch up to the hammer drill. Whoop. Whoop. add some more stuff to it. Might as well just add all the oatmeal. Because like I said, I use cornmeal just at the very end. Oh, what the heck? Well, shoot. Well, guess I did that wrong. Now we gotta mix this up. Oop. I want to put this on the ground, so you're gonna have to just kind of figure it out. I'll see if I turn the camera a little bit. Well, this hammer is not really a hammer drill. Oh, geez. My drill's smoking. I'm back now. So now we're going to mix this thing. Had to switch drills. If your drill smokes, what you want to do is just disconnect it and just run it till it cools off. I need to get myself a real hammer drill because you got to mix this stuff thick. Oh. I got to use both feet. And I basically mix this stuff so thick that I can't mix it anymore. So I'll put oatmeal in here, and when I run out of oatmeal, I'll add cornmeal. So you see how thick that stuff is? I want to make it so thick that that it'll stand up without a problem. It's going to be as thick as almost like chocolate chip cookie dough. Because the thicker the better. The thicker you get, the better it'll set. And as you can see here, what did I not add? No millet. I'm not a millet fan. I do not like millet. But I also live on the side of a mountain. I have mostly woodpeckers and birds from the Appalachian Northeast. Now, if you live in an area that have birds that do eat millet, then of course you got to change the recipe to match your location. See it? It's getting close. It's pretty thick now. I'm just going to add all this oatmeal. I probably won't even need to add. Any cornmeal. Cornmeal is just added just as a kind of a cheaper. Well, I shouldn't use the word cheaper. It's just used as a method to because cornmeal is really cheap. Some of this stuff. I mean, if you go out there and buy all this stuff, I mean, you could spend $60, $70 pretty easy. And like I said, I mean, you'll make 20, 30. Suet cakes out of this, so the cost comparison. I mean, the price of spending, buying 30 suet cakes compared to the price of making 30 suet cakes, I would rather just make it. But you do have to put some time in. And whatever you do, do not get the little the batter or the spinner part. The part that mixes it. I can't remember what the hell it's even called. Don't get that part above the bucket because it'll shoot all over the place. This is basically just a cement mixer. A little, just a little drill cement mixer I used. Oh. Oh, I will need to add some cornmeal. It's still a little thinner. I can still make it thicker. Oh, don't fall over. Oh, geez, that's heavy. Actually, where'd I put that cup at? I'll use my cup. I'll add like a... Oh, hell. Heck. There you go. I'll add like a couple. Because like I said, cornmeal is just cheap. I mean, you can use flour if you wanted to, but I use cornmeal. But it's just a thickener. Because the thicker... Yeah, okay, now it's getting good because now my drill's getting hot. So sometimes I gotta cool the drill off because it had happened before where a drill caught on fire, you know. But you just want to make this stuff too. And I know I need to get myself a real hammer drill. I'll get one eventually. I don't know. I'm a hipster. I'm a hipster prepper. I'll add a little bit more cornmeal. Not much more. I think that peanut butter helped thicken it up. But I don't know about that stuff. That stuff, I don't know. Oh. Pull my drill off. Drill's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Pull that thing off. There, that's cooling off. And let me see if I can get some of this stuff in there. I don't want to waste any of my stuff. Alright, let me get one little spin to get as much of this stuff off as possible. Lift it up a little bit. Oh, shoot. There we go, that's good enough for now. I'll put that in my container right here just to keep it out of the way. I should have a trash bag here. I'm going to shut this off and I'll come back here when I'm going to mix it up. Out of the way. So now here's the final step. There's a couple ways you could do this. You could use old Suet containers, which these are small ones I've been using for my test. You could use these, like I said, clean them out. I've been meaning to do that, but I haven't done it yet. Or I just use the foil, the temporary, or not the temporary, these throwawayable foil pans. What you want to do is use your spatula, add some in there, and you basically want to make it the way your suet cages set up. My thing is a square, like a rectangle, so I don't really care about being perfect, so I'm just going to add about 1 inch at the bottom and then just smooth it out and just do, oh shoot, yeah, you didn't see that, did you? So let's see. So now just kind of pound it out a little bit, or smooth it out. Add a little more to this one. You can make it a little thinner. You don't have to be perfect. So make it like this. You know, a night like tonight, you could actually put this stuff outside, because in the Northeast here, it's about, I think it's supposed to get down to 20. But watch out if you have bear. Bear will love this stuff. So that's what they got to watch out for, because I've had bear eat this stuff like pudding. So there's one. I'm just going to set it to the side here. All right. Let's do a second one. Let's see how much more we got there. There we go. Let's flatten that one out. Might have to put another little. Might have to put another. I try to keep it an inch thick. I mean, that's why those little containers work, but putting those containers gets to be a kind of a pain. That's good. Actually, that works out pretty well. Oh, if you have dogs, watch out. The dogs will fight you for this stuff too. They love it. All right. Let's see what containers I got here. Let's see. I got this one. I'll fill this one up. This is an old. Oh my goodness! I got a lot of stuff in here. Like I said, this stuff will usually last me 3-4 months in the winter time. Well, it'll get me through most of the winter. I mean, depends. If you get a lot of snow and the birds are getting crazy, well, you might go through it faster. Mix this stuff up. And I might be a little too much. It doesn't really matter. I'll smooth it out. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Because like I said, what I'll do is you put this in your freezer. You let it sit. I'll just set mine outside because it'll be good enough out there. I'll set my garage area because nothing will get it. I hope. You know me, a raccoon will eat this stuff up. Actually, you know what? I don't know. I'll put the cooler outside. Oh my goodness. I got a lot of stuff still. This is so much junk. Luckily I bought extra trays. I didn't think I was going to need them. So, hey, not complaining. Ooh, this is a messy job. It's fun for kids, but it's greasy. Well, I am working with lard, so what do you expect? And you got a little time for this stuff sets. That's where you put it in the freezer. Once you put it in the freezer, it'll be pretty good. See, how's this stuff taste? Actually pretty good. Tastes like really fatty peanut butter with mealworms. The mealworms are a little, they're a little weird, but hey, some people eat them. It's edible. I guess birds like it, so hey, in order to get the birds, you gotta think like a bird. Which means sometimes you gotta sample what it tastes like. That's how good my product is. I can eat it. And I've had people eat this stuff before not knowing what it is. There was a time a while ago where I used to sell it at a community market by Suet. And funny story. A buddy, I mean, I met the guy later, but I was selling to one of my buddy's fathers, and basically he put the stuff in the fridge, and when his son came back to visit, his son thought it was chocolate chip cookies, so he dug into it, and it's like, it tastes, I mean, it's a little, not that sugary, but, you know, it wasn't too bad, and he ate that stuff up. He didn't realize it was my bird suet. Like I said, I mean, it was, you know, it tastes like kind of oily, not so sweet peanut butter. So people can eat it. I mean, there's raisins and stuff in there. I mean, I've eaten it before. I mean, I've tasted it. I mean, I won't eat the stuff. I mean, I'm not crazy. That's mealworms. But it's good stuff. I stand by this product. Oh, I need to get more pans. My goodness. I'm running out of space. I got 2 more left. Hopefully you got enough to... Oh, yeah. Look, I bought these 2 extra ones. Luckily I bought these 2 extra ones because it would have been rough without them. Alright, I can probably tilt this to, oh, here we go. I'll do a little hack. I'll use my cornmeal to help me out here. I think. Yeah. Still got, oh my goodness, I got a lot of stuff still left in here. I hope I got enough. Jeez, that's a lot of product. But yeah, I remember back in the day I used to sell sometimes up to 50 of these cakes a week. Because this stuff works. Like I said, this is good product. If you like birds, I highly recommend you make your own suet. Don't buy. I mean, it's a fun thing to do with the family. I used to make this with my son, but now he's 14 and too cool for everybody. You know, but hey, when you're a hipster prepper, you're on your own. And plus, this stuff will last a little while. You can eat it like pemmican. Actually, I don't think you can. I don't know how long this stuff lasts. I do not recommend you storing this stuff as survival food. I totally denounce that, or whatever the word is, because I don't want any of you knuckleheads. Hey, Hipster Carl told me to do this. No, don't do this. That was a joke. Hipster Carl's a character. He's a goofball. He's having fun. All right. I'm down to my last container. Hopefully it all fits in here. If not, I'll just leave it in the bucket for a little bit. You can do that too. I've left the stuff in the bucket. Oh, I got all peanut butter on my arm. The problem is this is a messy job. I'm sorry, but I don't know what you guys think, but I hate dealing with lard and peanut butter. And I would buy rubber gloves, but because of certain things in the environment, you know, certain viruses you really don't want to talk about because YouTube will block you. You can't really get them. I can find them every once in a while. And also too, I didn't really think about it. I mean, I could buy them. I'm also didn't think about that until now. Oh, there's a little bit here. Oh yeah, we're gonna have just. I think we'll be able to fit this all. Ooh, peanut butter everywhere. Ooh, oh. This one might be a little bigger, but I don't care. And then I gotta clean this stuff out. Because what I'd recommend you doing is buy a rag. You get this big bundle of clean rags and just sacrifice it to the bird gods. Because this stuff right here is nasty stuff to do. I mean, it's not nasty, it's lard. It's kind of, you know. And whatever you do, don't spill this stuff. Because you'll be hating life. I feel like I'm on Breaking Bad of birds or something like that. I'm like the Walter White of bluebirds. Pretty cool, isn't it? Nah, that's not that cool. Alright. Let's get every little bit out of here we can. Save as much for the birds and less to clean up. Make sure I get it in there. Alright, that's pretty good. This is a little thicker. This is a little more than an inch, but like I said, I usually break the stuff up. I don't care about having perfect squares, so it's not too bad for me. Oh, what are you doing here, Odie? You smell the lard? Yeah, I got a little coon dog. Half coon, half basset. Actually, it's more basset now. He's becoming a couch potato dog. Ooh, look at that stuff. That's nasty. Sorry, I hate greasy peanut butter. I don't get that stuff. I also don't have to deal with it too much. There we go. Now smooth it out. I'll use my rag. This is my sacrificial. This is my rag being sacrificed to the bird gods. And like I said, this is it. Now what you want to do is you want to put this in the freezer. I usually put it out for, you know, you can put it, you'll hard with it a couple hours. And then what I do is, I got my machete here, and I put it, and I just basically, well, it's hard. I basically use my machete and my old maul and just break it up, and then use as needed. But like I said, you can add this into these into the bird suet containers. But for me, that's a pain. Let me see if I can get this stuff cleaned off here. Oh, nasty old peanut butter. But hey, my hands are pretty clean. Don't report me to the health. Don't report me to the health department, everybody. All right, there we go. Get all nice and good. And that, my friends, looks like a winner. Now the only thing I do now is just clean out my bucket, clean off my spatula, clean off my hammer drill, wherever I put that at, and then get ready for the birds. So have fun with this stuff. Like I said, these recipes, you can change them up. You can add more. You can add less. You can add whatever you have on hand. I've done before where I didn't add oatmeal or cornmeal. And basically what happens, it just becomes a little greasier, a little runnier, but it still works. You can mix this up any way you want to. There's no really wrong way to do it. Just make sure you use products that are edible. I don't recommend using hot chili pepper or hot chili oil and stuff like that because, I mean, I think it would work, but I don't know. There's studies that show that stuff could, doesn't really. The birds don't taste the heat, but it could hurt them in the long run. So I don't want to poison my birds. So like I said, you can mix this any way you want to. You could use whatever you got on hand. I mean, you could, if you have your own dehydrator, you can dehydrate your own stuff. Use whatever you want. I mean, experiment. I mean, if you use something cool, post it on the comments because you just mix what you want. I mean, there's nothing, you can do what you want. I mean, as long as it's edible. The big thing you want to use is just lard, some peanut butter, mix some stuff in there. Mix some nuts, mix some berries, and then just add a little oatmeal to thicken up, or add a little cornmeal to thicken up. And you basically want to mix it until it's almost like the consistency of Play-Doh, or not Play-Doh, cookie dough, chocolate chip cookie dough. The thicker, the better. And then once it's done, use your spatula, smear it out, put it out like this, and then let it harden, and then put it out for the birds. Trust me. If you can eat it, the birds will eat it. Now you know what's in here, because if you get some of this store-bought stuff, I mean, I'll pull up this random one. I don't want to display the name, but beef suet, corn, white millet, sunflower hearts. Sunflower hearts is the last thing listed on here. No. Not my birds. Not my stuff. I want nuts. I want black oil sunflower seeds. I want peanuts. I want other types of nuts you can get. I want my fruits. I want my berries. I want all good stuff because, trust me, everything will like it. The only problem is the squirrels will like it too. So, but hey, squirrels, raccoons will like it. Bear will like it. Everything. I mean, I've had a bear one time rip my feeder apart, eat like it was, I think it was one of those little pudding, like one of those little pudding containers. But hey, when that happens, you just pull your feeders in and just say, hey, other stuff gets it. So have fun with this, and hopefully it all works out. Have a good bird night, or bird day. What the hell am I talking about? Have a good bird day. So this is Carl, the Hipster Prepper here. Sign off. Have fun with the birds.